Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to our bid to find baseball's greatest team, and it is the knockout round starting today. And the first game we have is the Kansas City Royals of 2015 against the Washington Senators / Minnesota Twins of 1924. Now, if you didn't see either of these teams, they both had to come through a franchise playoff. I'll leave the links to those in the descriptions. Definitely worth having a look at that. But let's get down to the first of the knockout games here. It's the Royals who went 95 and 67 in their regular season against the Senators who went 92 and 62 in their regular season. It's a one-off game. Modern era strategies. Rosters are the World Series rosters if available. Otherwise, I believe it defaults to opening day rosters. And there will be no injuries in this particular game. So these are the rosters of both teams, so all the players available with their stats of the particular season. So if you want to have a bit of a longer look as ever, just give it a pause, a zoom in and all that kind of stuff. But in the meantime, we're going to go check the starting lineups even. So leading off the 2015 Kansas City Royals, it is Alcides Escobar, nailed that, as shortstop. Paulo Orlando in right field bats second. Eric Hosmer at first base bats 3. Lorenzo Cain cleans up in center field. Mike Moustakas, one of my favorite names, at third base bats 5. Ben Zobrist at second base bats 6. Alex Gordon in left field bats 7. It is Salvador Perez catching at 8. And Johnny Cueto is on the mound. And then the 1924 Washington Senators / Minnesota Twins are led off by Sam Rice in right field. Pinky Hargrave at third base bats second. Goose Goslin, another one of the greats. He bats third in left field. Then we've got Joe Judge cleaning up at first base. Muddy Rule catching at 5. I wonder if he's called Muddy because he's catching and gets muddy. That makes sense, doesn't it? Nemo Leibold in center field bats 6. Bucky Harris at second base bats 7. Roger Peckingpaw at shortstop bats 8. And Walter Johnson is the man on the mound. Alright, let's get to this. I am so excited to finally... we've gone straight into the knockout games here, and it's got a bunt laid down on the second pitch, and it is out at first. So, not wasting any time there whatsoever. Paulo Orlando will come up now. And let's see what he can do. He has hit it into center field. Should be a simple enough catch. And there we go. Now, I believe the 2015 Royals, they beat the 82 Royals? I probably should have looked this up before I started. And the Washington Senators beat the Twins of 91, I think it was. So they've both had to do, they've had to do a little bit to get here. Nothing in the top of the first for Kansas City, though. And the Senators? I keep going to call them the Twins, but it's technically the Washington Senators. Start off with a ground out. Pinky Hargrave comes in now. A 2-2 pitch for him. And there's a strikeout for 2 away. And Goose Goslin. 1-1 pitch. 2 out, none on. And Goslin, that's going to drop into left field. And we have our first hit of our first knockout round game. So a 2-out single bringing Joe Judge to the plate. A full count. And Judge has got one through. Now, is that going to get Goslin over the third? It looks like it is. And with 2 out, suddenly there's runners at the corners for Washington with Rule at the plate. Let's see what he can do. A 1-0. And he has sent that straight up. And that will end the inning, you would hope, anyway. There we go. So, scoreless through 1. I think if you look at the two teams, I think Washington would be the favourites to win it, but of course the great thing about baseball's Lorenzo Cain hits one very well. And what was I saying? I'm pretty sure I was just saying that Kansas City should have this one wrapped up. 405 feet, and it's 1-0 to Kansas City, thanks to Lorenzo Cain just punching one out over the center field fence. So, Moustakas even comes in, a 2-2 pitch. And there's a strikeout for 1 away. Ben Zobrist is the new man. A 2-1 pitch. And he has slided one down there into the left field corner. I believe the word is slid, and I don't even think that word applies to a hit. So, yeah, this is going well for me. 1 out double, though. We've got Alex Gordon coming up to bat now. A 1-0. Gordon hits one into center field. Is he hit it well enough? Center field's going back. Makes a running catch. A good catch. And that is 2 away. Runner stays at second for Salvador Perez now. A 2-2. And that is a ground out. Should be easy enough at first. And that'll do it for the top of the second. Now, of course, Kansas City will almost certainly go on to win this because I don't like them because they beat my Mets in the World Series. as there's a strikeout for 1 away. Bucky Harris will come in now. A 2-0 pitch. And that is going to be caught in right field. Should say, nothing against Kansas City as a franchise in general, just the 2015 side that I don't like. Full count, 2 out, none on, and that is going to drop into left field. So another hit for Washington / Minnesota. And it's Walter Johnson now, the pitcher, coming up. An 0-2 and a strikeout to end the inning. The one thing I think that we've seen going through the sort of the franchise playoffs to this point is that these older sides, and I don't know if we're talking sort of pre-World War II or maybe even a little bit after that, because the starting pitchers tended to be so dominant, and you see it on the all-time stats. Oh, it's a pitcher killer. Oh, but it's caught by the shortstop. A very good catch. And that's Peckinpah there at shortstop. Yeah, I think because they had such good starting pitchers, they tend to... Oh, it's starting to rain. They tend to not necessarily have the best bullpen pitchers. So I would expect, as long as the starting pitcher is in for Washington, it's going to be difficult for Kansas. But I think if they are to get into the bullpen tends to not be as strong because they relied so much on starting pitchers. Whereas sort of the opposite is true for the more modern day ones. The bullpens, obviously the bullpen pitching is never as good as starting pitching, typically speaking. If they were that good of a pitcher, they'd be starting, wouldn't they? But as Goose Goslin comes up, 2 out, none on. And Goslin, he may have just tied the game. Goose Goslin! Oh, he's honking around the bases. It's 1-1, and the Goose comes up big. 394 feet, so not as big as as Lorenzo Cain, but it doesn't matter. They don't draw pitches in the scorebook, do they? They just put a run there. And it is 1-1. Joe Judge now, who is 1 for 1 already today. First pitch swing. And Judge crushes one into left center field. And that'll be at least a double. I don't know if he's quick enough for it to be anything more than that. He's not, so he slides into second. And with 2 out, the go-ahead run is in scoring position. Can Muddy Rule drive it in? He's 0 for 1 today. It's a 2-1 pitch. And Muddy has done just that as he sends it down to the left field corner. So it'll be 2-1 to Washington now. It's an RBI double. And there's still a run in scoring position with 2 out. Let's see if Washington can add another run on here. It's Nemo Leibold. A 2-0. And... oh, it's a wild... I didn't see the pitch. The catcher missed that. It's a wild pitch, so runner goes to third. Anything in play now will drive in a run. And a 3-0 pitch is watched for a 4-pitch walk. So Bucky Harris now with runners at the corners. What can he do? First pitch. Bucky. Oh, he slapped it down to the right field corner. It's going to be 3-1. Now, is that enough to score the runner from first? I didn't see how quick he was. He's certainly going to try for it. And Bucky's going to try and get the third. It is an RBI, a 2 RBI double. Does he get safe into third? He does. Suddenly it is 4-0. Pitching changes. Kelvin Herrera comes on to face Peckinpah. Can he drive in another run? A 2-1 pitch. And that is grounded. Shortstop Union there. And it'll end the inning. But the bottom of the third is a 4-run inning for the Washington Senators. And that will be Eric Hosmer coming into bat now and lead things off for Kansas City. As he's hit one well into center field, but not well enough. And it is caught out there by Nemo. You could say it is found by Nemo, or maybe the ball found Nemo, was finding Nemo. That's you get what I'm going for there. It's another home run, I think, is it? Yes, it is. So it is 4-2. And is Lorenzo Cain's second home run of the game, is it not? He hit the first one, didn't he? Lorenzo Cain, absolutely dominant over this pitching here. And he's gone 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. What a day at the plate for him already. Moustakas. That is hit into center field. And, oh, it's through. That one didn't find Nemo. It's gone straight through him. And it will be a double. Now, I don't know. Did the error cost anything there? I think it probably was a double anyway, wasn't it? And we've got Zobrist at the plate now with 1 out and a runner at second. It's a full count. And that is hit into right field where it will be caught. Runner will stay at second. And that'll be 2 down. And it's Alex Gordon coming in. He's 0 for 1. It's an 0-2 pitch. And Gordon strikes out to end the top of the 4th. But we're back to a 2-run game now. And Walter Johnson, the pitcher, will lead things off. It's a first pitch swing. And Walter Johnson has popped it up. I think the other thing too, quite often with these older pitchers or older team pitchers, is that their bats tend to be a lot better. Now, one of the trade-offs that we've done is, because we're playing modern era, just across the board, modern era sort of game strategy, to sort of balance that out, we're playing designated hitters. Sorry, we're not playing designated hitters, so the pitchers have to hit. As Pinky Hargrave gets a 2-out single. And I think if you look at the sort of the different years of the teams that have got through, it's a pretty good spread. As I said in the draw episode, I think the oldest team is 1905, and then the most modern team, obviously, is last year's Texas Rangers. So we've got a pretty good spread as Salvador Perez leads things off with a walk. So decent way to start the top of the 5th for the Royals, and they're pinch hitting now with Kendrys Morales coming into bat. A 1-2 pitch, and that is going to drop into center field. Is the runner going to stay at second? Yes. But suddenly we've got 2 on, none out, go ahead run at the plate, tying run on base. It's Escobar, who's 0 for 2. First pitch, looks to lay down a bunt, pops it up, and what a waste. 1 away. In comes Orlando now, who's 0 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. Orlando gets hit. That'll load the bases with 1 away. And this is now trouble for the Senators as Hosmer comes in. He's 0 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. That's a big strikeout. Takes away, of course, the chance of a sac fly. And is Lorenzo Cain already 2 for 2. And I'm talking home runs, not hits. And he watches it. And that'll do it for the top of the 5th. I think Lorenzo Cain may have rather that one go for a home run rather than one of the other first 2. Ryan Madsen is the new man on the mound to face Joe Judge. Speaking of players who have hit home runs, we've got a rain delay for 18 minutes, so we'll get back out there now for Madsen. First pitch, is he going to serve up a nice juicy one for the Judge? So could have been juicier, but it's a single up the middle, and the leadoff man is aboard. Next up is Muddy Rule. He is 1 for 2. Did hit, of course, that RBI double last time up. A 2-2 pitch, and Muddy has popped that up into left field foul territory. And that'll be 1 away. Runner will obviously stay at first. In comes Nemo now. He's 0 for 1. Full count. And Nemo, it could be an infield hit. Could be an infield hit. It is an infield hit. So, 2 on, 1 out now. And it is Bucky Harris who hit a 2 RBI double last time up. It's a 1-0 pitch. And Bucky up the middle. That could be his 3rd RBI. Is the runner going to go home? It looks like they are. And they are going to get there. It is 5-2. And Bucky Harris is turning into a little bit of a RBI machine today. Peckinpah comes up now. He's 1 for 2. 0-2 pitch. Strikeout. 2 down. Runners at first and second for Walter Johnson. The pitcher could make life much easier for himself here. First pitch. Ground ball. Would have been a double play if they needed it. But it ends the inning anyway. It is 5-2 going into the 6th. In comes Mike Moustakas to face Johnson. Johnson, 85 pitches in now. He needs a quick inning or 2 here to stay in, depending how much he trusts his bullpen, I suppose. But he gets a first pitch out there, so that's good. And it is Zobrist now who's 1 for 2. It's a 1-2 pitch. And Zobrist has absolutely belted the cover off of it. And I think it's just about staying in the state, but it is certainly out of the stadium. It's 444 feet. And we're back to a 2-run game as Ben Zobrist goes. Is there an Adam Zobrist? Why does that name sound familiar? Anyway, Alex Gordon will come in now. He is 0 for 2. It's a 2-2 pitch. And he grounds it to the second baseman for 2 away. And it is Salvador Perez now who's 0 for 1. An 0-2 pitch. And he watches it, and that'll do it for the top of the 6th. Can the Senators extend that lead back out again? Sam Rice will lead things off. He is 0 for 3. First pitch. And he's hit it into left field. It'll be a simple catch out there, and 1 away. Next man up is Pinky Hargrave, who is 1 for 3. A 2-2 pitch. And Pinky has grounded it to the second baseman. That'll be 2 away. And in will come the Goose, Mr. Goslin. He is 2 for 3 with a home run, and this time he walks. So they've put a runner on for Joe Judge, who is 3 for 3. It's a 2-1 pitch, and Joe Judge gets it into left field. That'll drop in for a hit. Goslin will stay at second. 2 on, 2 out for Muddy Rule, is it? Yes, and it's going to be a pitching change with Hockhaver, something like that on the mound. It's a full count, 2 out, 2 on, and he walks him. So, loaded bases. This could be the game. It's Nemo who's 1 for 2. It's a 2-0 pitch. Nemo to the third baseman, and that should be easy as you like. And they strand 3. We go to the 7th. It is Gerald Dyson coming into... actually, he's not pitch hitting. It's his first at-bat of the game. It's a 3-0 pitch. And it is a 4-pitch walk. Johnson will face Escobar now, who is 0 for 3. A 1-2 pitch. Hit into center field. And Nemo with a diving catch. So that is 1 away. And we do now have the pitching change. It is Mogridge coming on to pitch. And he's going to face Orlando, who is 0 for 2. An 0-2 pitch. And there goes the runner. There's no ball, is there? I'm not dreaming that. What happened to the ball? Orlando, the runner is out at second with the imaginary ball. They're definitely pitching a ball, and then I don't think one's ever going back. Anyway, it's popped up into right field. We'll look for the ball while we stretch in the middle of the 7th inning. Alright, welcome back. There is another pitching change for Kansas City. It is Volquez coming onto the mound. Bucky Harris, who is 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, will lead things off. And I've added the pitching location widget over here, which I completely forgot to add in. And that, oh, it's diving catch. Diving catch and 1 away. In comes Peckinpah now, who's 1 for 3. A 1-0. Let's see what we get here. Peckinpah with a bit of a just grubber back to the first baseman. That'll be 2 away. And it'll bring in Ozzie Blunge. He's pinch hitting. No idea how you say that name. Blunge? Anyway, he's walked on 4 pitches. So 2 out, 1 on for Sam Rice, who is 0 for 4. An 0-1 pitch. And Sam has popped it up into left field. That'll do it for the 7th. It is still a 2-run game. 5-3 to the Senators going into the 8th. And it is Joe Martina coming into pitch to face Sam Hosmer. Eric Hosmer, even. First pitch. What are we going to get here? It's a pitcher killer, and it gets through, and it's a leadoff single. So, tying run will come to the plate in the top of the 8th with none out. It's Lorenzo Cain, who already has 2 home runs today. First pitch. Lorenzo Cain lines it straight back to the pitcher. And that is 1 away. Moustakas now, who's 1 for 3. 0-1 pitch. Runner at first. 1 away. Moustakas. That could be a double play. Will they get the man at second? No, they just get the man at first. So, there's a run in scoring position. There's 2 out. The tying runs at the plate. It's Zobrist, who crushed one last time out. He's 2 for 3. A 3-1 pitch. That's a walk. So the go-ahead run is now at the plate. And it is Christian Collin. Pinch hitting. And he has hit it into center field. Is it going to be a catch? Is it going to drop in? It is dropped in. It'll make it a 1-run game in the 8th. It is 5-4. Kansas City have the tying run in scoring position, the go-ahead run on base, and Perez at the plate, an 0-1 pitch. And it's another wild one. The ball is definitely not there. I'm not sure what's happened with that, which is a bit annoying. And it's now a 3-1. Are they going to load the bases? They have. Well, Jared, even Dyson. This is huge. It is loaded bases. They're 1 run down, 2 out, top of the 8th. First pitch. Dyson. It's a wild pitch, but not wild enough. The nerves. A 1-1 pitch. That is hit well into center field. It's going to be caught as a yell. Nemo with a diving catch. Keeps his team ahead in the game. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It is Hargrave to face Chris Medlin. It's a 2-2 pitch. What are we going to get here? We get a ball up the middle that gets through, so a leadoff single. Can the Washington Senators get themselves back out to a 2-run lead? It's Goose Goslin. He is 2 for 3 with a home run. It's a 3-0 pitch. He walks, 2 on, none out, and the Judge will come up to bat. He is 4 for 4 today. A first pitch swing. Joe Judge up the middle. Joe Judge goes 5 for 5, and I think that will score the runner, will it? Yes, an RBI single. They do have their 2-run lead back going into the top of the ninth with still none out, still 2 on, and Muddy Rule at the plate, who's 1 for 3. A first to 1-0 pitch, and Muddy gets one up the middle. Is that going to be another run? Goose is quick. Is he quick enough? It's only shallow centre field, but it is enough to get the runner across the plate. It is now 7-4. Still runners at first and second, still none out, and Nemo, who has been brilliant defensively in centre field. It's a 3-1 pitch, and he's hit one into left field. That'll be caught, though. Runners will stay where they are. No, they won't. They'll go for third, and they will get there. Well, that shouldn't be happening, and if it does happen, this guy should be standing at second, should he not? Anyway, runners at the corners. 1 away for Bucky Harris, who already has 3 RBIs today. Full count. Bucky draws a walk, loads the bases. And it is Peckinpah, who is 1 for 4. Another 3-1. They're going to walk in a run, are they? Yes, they are. Oh, this guy. What are you doing? Medlin is... or Medlin. He is ruining this for everybody. Showboat Fisher. Well, if your name's Showboat, you want to come in loaded bases, don't you? Because surely he's going to put one over the fence here. A 1-1 pitch. He tried. He hasn't even put it over first base. He is caught. So that'll be 2 out with loaded bases now for Sam Rice, who has had a bit of a mare at the plate. He's over 5. A 1-1 pitch. And that will be an over 6 day as the bases are left loaded. But they have a 4-run lead going into the top of the ninth. Can they close this out now? It's Tom Zachary to face Escobar. Escobar 0 for 4. It's an 0-2 pitch, and he really needs to get on base here, doesn't he? They need base runners. And that just might do it as he hits one into left field all the way to the fence. It's going to be a double. So the leadoff man is aboard. Alright, well, this game's not over yet. Orlando, who's 0 for 3, comes in. An 0-1 pitch. Orlando, he gets one into left field. I don't know, will it score the runner? They're probably best off not risking it. They don't. And they have runners at the corners with none out and Eric Hosmer to the plate. Tying run on deck. Hosmer is 1 for 4. It's a 1-0 pitch. Hosmer hits one into right centre field. That's going to score 1. It'll probably score 2. How fast is the guy coming from first? It is good. Is Hosmer going to make it the third, though? It's criminal if he doesn't. And it is 2 runs across the plate. Does Hosmer make it? He does. It's a 2 RBI triple. He should really have not risked that and just stood at second. But Lorenzo Cain can tie it. He is the tying run. Furpo Marbury is coming on to try and win this one for them now. It's a 1-0 pitch. Cain hits it into left centre field. It's now a 1-run game. As Lorenzo Cain, is he going to have a triple? The tying run with none out is in scoring position, and the Washington Senators are imploding in front of our eyes. Mike Moustakas now. He is the winning run, or the go-ahead run, I suppose, because it's only the top of the inning. It's an 0-2. Moustakas strikes out, 1 away. In comes Ben Zobrist, who is 2 for 3 with a home run already. A first pitch swing. Zobrist. It's going to get the runner to third. Is it? Oh, did they get him at third? It's criminal. They did get him at third. So the go-ahead run has gone from being in scoring position to first base, and Alex Rios will pinch hit. They're down to their final out. It's a 1-run game. It has been a stunning game of baseball, but it's not over yet because Rios, top of the ninth, 2-run home run, turns an 8-7 deficit into a 9-8 lead. It's a 5-run top of the ninth for the 2015 Royals. And Rios is the hero, and Perez now will come out to try and extend the lead with 2 out. It's a 1-2 pitch. And he has got himself on base. Oh, it's too much excitement. What a game this has been. It looked dead and buried. Dyson now comes in. He's 0 for 1. It's a full count. Dyson. Is that going to drop in? No, it's not. It's going to be caught by the second baseman. And the Washington Senators will need at least 1 run to keep themselves alive in this competition. It is Wade Davis to face Pinky Hargrave. Hargrave is 2 for 5. It's a 2-2 pitch. Hargrave strikes out, 1 away. And this is the difference, isn't it, between these old school bullpens and the more modern ones. Goose Goslin is 2 for 3. It's a 2-0 pitch. Goose hits one into right field. So he is on board. The tying run is on board. The winning run is now at the plate. It's Joe Judge. He is 5. He can't go 6 for 6, can he? It's a 1-0 pitch. Joe Judge. Oh, he's going to get caught, is he? It's a really good catch. And now the Senators are down to their final out. It is Muddy Rule, who is 2 for 4. It's a 3-0. Muddy draws a pitch, a walk I should say. So the winning run is now on base with 2 out. It's Nemo who's 1 for 4. It's a 2-2 pitch. Nemo's popped it up, and it's going to be the Kansas City Royals of 2015 that eliminate the Washington Senators / Minnesota Twins of 1924. Well done, Kansas City. I really dislike this team, though. So just, I mean, absolutely stunning. What a way to start the knockout competition of this, knockout phase of this competition. So the Royals go through. They will, in the next round, face the winners of the 2002 Angels or the 1935 Tigers. That could be a very, very good deal. Of course, we haven't seen the Angels yet. We don't know what to expect from them. The 35 Tigers, though, when we saw them in their franchise playoff, they were very, very good. So if you've enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. I will see you next time for the Angels and the Tigers. And I need to lay down after that. That was a cracking game of baseball. Take care.